Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Ryan.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten them up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon. Outlaw Radio.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome, my friendlies. Welcome, my friends, to a major portion of your day, Outlaw Radio. Certainly is a major portion of our day. Smoke and drink it interrupted from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar. And we are smoking, drinking, and interrupted till the cows come home. And there are cows, and they're coming home. I have a confession, my friends. I was once a man trapped inside a woman's body. Then I was born. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. And the thought for the day remains the same thought from last week because I liked it so much. You can't fix stupid. But the rainbow color hair certainly makes it easy to identify, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Yeah. And we had a winner in our What'll It Be
We did.
contest. Wow. Yeah, he is, as he calls himself, purveyor of prime pork out of Wisconsin. He knew it was the Nutty Professor.
Oh, my God.
What'll it be?
I didn't think anyone would get that.
And we will play a little clip from that movie upcoming here on Outlaw Radio. And where that comes from is a bar scene in the purple, what do they call that thing? The purple, whatever the hell the name of that lounge is.
Yeah.
Where Jerry Lewis as Buddy Revell, no, it's
Buddy
not,
Love.
Yeah, yeah, something like that. He walks into the friggin' bar, and he's cocky, and he forces a bartender to make the most ridiculous drink on the planet, and it's called an Alaskan polar bear heater. So we'll get to that, and obviously the big news everybody is talking about throughout the nation, and they're probably laughing at us in other countries. You know they are.
Of course they are.
Gwyneth Paltrow wins the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, obviously, she did win the lawsuit.
Yeah.
And if you were watching and or listening to us on Rumble and or YouTube last week on the show, not one to boast, I sort of indicated that she would win.
Well, you did.
I did. I sort of knew that. But that is the big news event that Gwyneth won. Now it's the lawsuit. The indictment of Donald J. Trump by woke DA Maggot and George Soros hitman Alvin Bragg. This guy is one piece of crap. See, the rule of law is now out the window. And I'm looking over at Mark C.G. Boyer, and I'm not certain he agrees with me. I'm not certain that he understands. And maybe I'm wrong, and tell me if I am.
You're
3,
correct.
2,
You're
1.
correct, Matt.
I'm correct about what?
About me not on the same page with you.
But I knew that because you are one of these. You're a liberal through and through who can't get out of your own way, and I understand that, Mark. You don't understand how bad this is for the country, and the fact that this lawsuit is completely ridiculous. It is a political hit.
Yes.
That's all it is. No more, no less.
And if they get away with it,
They will find the crime and then indict someone. And as has been going around the nation for several months now, these folks, and this came from Dershowitz of all people, he went on record as saying they will indict a ham sandwich. I don't know why not a pastrami, which would be my preference, but a ham sandwich. And that's what's going on here. So where do you differ in your opinion? I want you to show your ignorance, Mark C.G. Boyer.
I'm going to wait for the outcome and the evidence and go from there.
Okay, you're talking about all of the charges.
Yes.
All right, I get that. You know, and I sort of understand that. But what I don't understand is that you don't understand this is a political hit job.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Well, yes, it is, and end of sentence. I mean, that's all it is. When you take the one man that can beat this old piece of crap in office, and he is the only one truly up against him, his polls are through the roof, Donald J. Trump, and attempt to lay him out to pasture, it is a hit job. No more, no less. And man, it makes America look bad. Mart, your mic, it's not working, but it's because it's not plugged in, probably down below. Follow the cord and then plug it in. All right. How you doing there, Dave? Tattoo Dave?
I'm hanging in there.
All right. Okay. It's been a tough day. I'm not going to go into it, but we've had technical issues, and here we are, and I thank you for being there. But this is the same Alvin Bragg. Do you know who this man is, Mark C.G. Boyer?
I have not done the due diligence.
Oh, well, I guess you probably should. He's the one letting criminals out of the big house left and right, making New York City an extremely dangerous place to forage for great steaks and martinis.
Matt,
this is the man.
Going back to what you were talking. Am I on now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Barely.
Okay, you hit the volume or something? I don't know. But anyway, going back, they will stop at nothing. They will stop at nothing, and it's proven that.
Especially when this is the man, the number one candidate, up against this old geezer piece of crap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, in a nutshell, it's going to be good for him and us.
Well, yes, most likely.
Hopefully.
But what they're trying to do is string this on through the election.
Yeah,
and that's what no one talks about. I think they want this going on through the election.
Oh yeah, they're going to drag it.
And case in point, talk about political hit job. That's what this whole thing is. This is political persecution. Period.
It really is.
And it starts with a T, and it rhymes with schmirami.
A little bit.
It's called tyranny, my friends. This is tyranny. Tyranny has come to the United States of America, and our right to bear arms were given us by our forefathers.
Yes.
And this is the first time in my life as an American I truly believe this will come into play, because the government is damned if we don't. They are trying to screw us citizens from a fair election. And of course, they've been doing this for several years now.
Well, Matt, and also, it's like, what the Second Amendment, of course, it says to protect yourself from a tyrannical government. From a tyrannical government.
Yes.
If it happens, well, it happened then, the Civil War, and it's happening now. It's starting. It's starting. I hate to tell you this.
Well,
but Civil War is starting.
What I'm saying, and you know, I'm never the sky is falling guy because I'm a pragmatist. But what I am seeing these days, and what has come down with this false piece of crap indictment about a friggin', and I can't even call her a porn star. I mean, can you call her a star? Someone who was in porn movies. I mean, she wasn't even that friggin' good, for God's sakes. Not that I've ever seen her work. But big old Melones Grande, I mean, that's something important, I think, as a porn star. That comes in handy.
I like her name.
And the fact that the Trump probably tapped that, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? And my God, if you're not going to pay someone hush money, which, by the way, hush money, that is, Mark, you may not know this, but hush money is not illegal.
Oh, okay.
See, that's legal. Hush money is legal. That is simply you sign a document, here's the money, shut the F up.
Yeah, it's not a bribe.
It would be illegal if it was a bribe.
It's not a bribe.
Yeah, it's not a bribe. It's simply shut the F up.
Yeah.
And if I'm Donald Trump, even though I have never messed around on a woman in my life, but I'm not saying I'm better than him because of that. Yeah, maybe I am. I don't know. But yes, I would become president if you'd vote for me. I'm one of those guys.
What's her name? Stormy Waters?
Stormy Rivers.
Daniels.
Stormy Patties.
Stormy Patties.
Yeah, Stormy friggin' Patties.
That's even better.
And the fact that, you know, she reneged on this. I mean, she signed the deal. She was paid the money. And of course she goes forward, and it's a hit job. And if you don't think the Democrats were in closed room sessions with old Stormy Daniels, oh my God, this was all the. And then you've got, you know, and I love Mark C.G. Boyer, but, you know, not because he's a bright guy, but because, you know, he loves great steaks, I guess.
He's entertainment.
Yeah, he certainly is. But he really is. He's one of those liberals through and through. And it sounds to me like you've been talking to your relatives about this.
No, not a word.
And if you don't think payola, I think Stormy was paid off by these guys also to pursue this thing.
I don't know.
You know, I mean, I know. Now I'm doing
But it looks as though she has absolutely no career, and this is, of course, puts her in the spotlight. My God, everyone in the nation and other countries who hate us,
but man,
know her name.
This thing happened years ago.
Yeah,
so now she's back in the spotlight.
And yes, but she obviously needs it. That's my point here.
Well. I don't know that it's her dragging it up, though.
She's an old broad,
right?
Yeah.
It's this.
Well, old schmold, you know, the boobies look pretty good. I mean, what I've seen, and I don't fault Donald Trump for. My God, he's a billionaire. I mean, you're a billionaire, so shouldn't you be able to do fun stuff? I'm not saying screw around on your wife. I'm not saying that. Maybe I am saying that, but I never have. I never have. And do I have regrets for not being that person who has partaken in extracurricular sex? Yeah, I think so. I think when I look back,
a little bit,
the way things have come out. I was talking to a good buddy of mine, Scott Shannon, and who is a star in radio for years, and the greatest program director of Top 40 forever. And we were talking about such things, and he was talking about my past relationship for 16, 18 years, and he said, "Matt, what do you have to show for it?" And I said, and then he paused and he said, "Not to make you feel bad or nothing." And I said, "Scott, this is what I love about you. You're honest like I am. And it's not, whether you make someone feel bad or not, your honesty is what counts. And you're right. You're right. What do I have to show for it?" And at 100% right. I'm not one of these guys that says, "Oh, you're so mean." No, I appreciate your honesty. You're right. Because once you can get over that hump and say, yeah, what do I, man, 16, 17, 18 years in a relationship? And what do you have to show for it? Well,
that's a hard.
Empty pockets.
That is a harsh thing to ask someone.
No, it's a beautiful thing, and that's why I like Scott Shannon. That's why he was one of the greatest program directors who could never be a program director today, not in today's world with HR being so prevalent, because, oh my God, they'd be in HR every friggin' day. Yeah. Every day.
Oh, yeah.
Because he told it like it was. Don't you F up my radio station. But he wouldn't say F. He'd say the word. You can't do that now. Otherwise, the crybabies would be in...
HR.
Oh, please, help me. I can't. And they would, of course, console that person. And I can't believe he was so rude to you.
They'd give him a teddy bear, put him in a safe space.
Oh, but I'll tell you what, the Second Amendment, man, now more than ever.
Oh, no.
And you know these bastards want to take our guns.
Of course.
And when that comes to fruition, there will be hell to pay.
Well, look,
period. These are bad people running the country.
That's never going to come to fruition.
They are bad people running the country.
Dave?
You know, they said there would never be a no-smoking law in bars in New York or L.A. or Chicago.
Right.
They couldn't fathom that, and that came to fruition. So I'll tell you what, man.
COVID shutdown came to fruition.
Just little brick by brick, they take away our rights, and it becomes tyranny, and the government is in control.
And that is civil war.
This is free. This makes Stalin look like a friggin' pauper, for God's sakes, what's going on.
Yeah.
And this is unprecedented in America.
I mean, the boys in Montana, because my buddy lives out there, Mark Walker, and he talks about this all the time, and he's been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
But he said, we band together in Montana. He lives in a little place called Roundup, Montana, outside of Billings. And I'll tell you what, man. He said, we band together. They're going to come after our guns. We're not going down without a fight.
Of course not.
That's what I'm saying.
They won't.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Did you see Florida just passed the carry law?
Oh yeah.
Open carry law passed just the other day.
Yeah.
DeSantis pushed it through.
Because they're doing the right thing.
Right, and if that happens, it's going to spread, and they're not coming after us.
It's
going to
all bets are off, bro.
It's first time, man. We are now, United States of America has now become a banana republic. And that is a scary thing for me to say, being on this planet for so many years in the great United States of America. Yeah. I found this Kurt Russell on The View. And I don't know when this was, and it really doesn't matter, but he's so concise and it so fits in with what's coming down today. And if you're wondering, well, indictment of Donald Trump, that big loudmouth, yes, he's a big loudmouth. He's not diplomatic, but he was one hell of a president. Yep. I think the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln, if you don't mind me saying.
I think so too. And you know, okay. I think so too. That's what I was going to say.
Matt, the Kurt Russell thing, I revisited that because it's quite.
Okay, dig this. It's a short clip, but this is Kurt Russell, and he looks a little younger, so this could be years ago. Who the hell knows? It doesn't really matter. But having to sit around these nasty broads who haven't seen a cookie or a Danish that they didn't touch. I mean, these two. Can you imagine that green room? I mean, by the time they get out there on stage, there is nothing left to eat in there. No, these are a bunch of big, haggly-wag, loudmouth pieces of crap, by and large. And P.S., that describes The View, by and large. This is Kurt Russell on The View on the Second Amendment. Dig this.
You know, my personal feeling is that there's a big difference between Fantasyland and reality. Fantasyland is what we do. You're either writing something, writing a song, writing a book, doing a movie, doing a television show. That's Fantasyland. And that's where that stuff belongs. In reality, when we're dealing with things like terrorism and whatnot, we're all going to have different opinions on how to do it, and how to deal with it. Mine happens to be that I think there's a very strong reason the Founding Fathers had for the Second Amendment, and that is that no government ever hasn't had to fight its own people, and its own people hasn't had to fight its own government. We had our Civil War. If that Second Amendment hadn't been there, those people would not have had the opportunity to do what they considered was defending their life, their way, their style of living. So I agree with that. I think that's an important part of our existence. my personal feeling is that there's a big difference between Fantasyland
that's
and reality. Fantasyland is
and you know that those broads on The View, man, they don't believe a word he says.
Going, we love you, Kurt.
Well, it's Kurt Russell, but they still they have a problem with everything that the man is saying.
Absolutely.
And he is a good man.
Oh, he's great.
He's a good man. I mean, there's a reason why Goldie Hawn, who is the beautiful Goldie Hawn,
one of the hottest chicks in Hollywood.
You know, the two of them have been together for so many years. Yeah. You know, they're obviously of like minds. She's probably, being a female and all, a little more liberal than Kurt Russell, but I think she probably understands the concept of the Second Amendment and probably abides by that concept. Right. And I doubt that Goldie Hawn is one of these idiot liberals who wants to rid America of the Second Amendment. Of course, the Hollywood celebrities rejoicing and having a great time because of the Trump indictment. A glorious day. You know, it's certain as the sun rises and sets, these Hollywood celebrities, spitting distance from where we broadcast this show in the San Fernando Valley. They're right over there, about 10 miles away. When major news breaks, and boy, this was a big one, and former President Donald Trump being indicted by a bunch of scumbags in Manhattan, left-wing entertainers erupted into a symphony of joy.
Wow.
And reactions from, all these online Trump-hating Twitter addicts fell into a few broad categories. Celebrity chef Padma Lakshmi shared a brief video of children dancing happily. Did someone say indictment? She said. And then she played children.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's sick, man.
By the way, is Padma Lakshmi, that is a woman, right? Yeah, I think I've seen her on the Food Channel.
Her brother's Pat McSpinkter.
Yeah.
What's Pat?
Yeah. Wonder Woman, the TV series star Linda Carter, posted a GIF from the viral music video Crab Rave, a meme employed for moments of extreme schadenfreude. And she said, I was told there would be a crab. Schadenfreude, of course, the German word for taking great love and passion for someone else's demise. You know, that's pretty much in a nutshell what that means. But old Linda Carter, never liked you, don't like you now. John Cusack, oh boy, he's one of those idiot stick lefty Hollywood pieces of crap.
Put him on your cage match list.
Oh my God, I would go. I'm in anytime. Give me a week to work out, and I'll smack the hell out of that guy.
You don't need it. He's got a cigarette in his mouth 24/7.
All right. Well, yeah, but what about my cigar? I mean, I do smoke a cigar.
Yeah, but you're not inhaling it.
Very good point, Tattoo Dave. John Cusack said, this news made the day beautiful, glorious even. Trump indicted with the weasel flip, a beautiful day, a day I thought I'd never see. Trump has done the impossible. The entire system set up to make a president above the law without admitting it. Only a pathological criminal idiot. The man who was an idiot for 4 years had this country running like a friggin' gorgeous locomotive. That's the idiot they're talking about. John Cusack says, embrace it, a glorious day. We're not supposed to have kings, which is the whole point. No, it's not the whole point. That's your side. Your side.
And just wait. You know, when
you're the one who wants kings. I know what you're going to say, Tattoo Dave.
Yep.
When the tables are turned.
Which they will be.
Well, I will tell you this. It's about time that those on the right got their act together and fed these a-holes the same bunch of S that they've been feeding us. Correct. And play the same way. You know, here we are so above board for the most part. You know, we take the high road. They never do.
We're transparent.
Pretty damn much. But these people are transparent in their lunacy and their embrace of communism and socialism.
Yes.
And those countries who have done us wrong. They're fans of China, for God's sakes.
Yep.
I'm in a New York state of mind, said Joshua Molina, who made a Billy Joe reference to express pride in the city's action. I don't even know who that guy is. Podcaster and comedian Mark Maron gave an understated word of gratitude. What a great day this turned out to be. So not caring, see, this tells you how much they give an S about the United States of America. Not at all. Not
by the way, you're talking
at
about
all.
a man, Donald Trump. New York City brought in so much revenue with his building and his buildings
Well, yeah,
and the workers.
Yeah,
and
but don't.
construction.
But
It wasn't just that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about unemployment, talk about everything.
No. I'm talking about before he was president.
Okay, when we return, because we're going to break right this second, Trump's always guilty, but I don't want to be a country where we go after every ex-POTUS, and this is similar to Edwards. And that was the first thing that I thought of, even before I read this about Bill Maher. This is more than similar to Edwards. And did the same crap come down? No. And was Edwards up there against Biden for the President of the United States? No. A lot to get to and so little talent next on Outlaw Radio.
Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Look. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cause to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio. The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion.
Magic Matt Allen. And bite my big old hairy mofil posterior. Go ahead and bite it. Go ahead and bite it. You friggin' corrupt DA, you Soros DA in New York, you piece of crap. Oh, please, let the right thing happen. Let this come down and haunt this piece of son of a bitch, man. Alvin friggin' Bragg. Now, am I saying this because it's Trump? No, I'm saying this because he's doing the wrong thing. He's absolutely doing the wrong thing, certainly for America, but this is a ridiculous indictment.
And he might be doing the wrong thing for his own party, for the left, and for the Democrats, because I believe that this might backfire on them.
Yeah.
100% on
that. A lot of talk there about that. But I keep saying, what if it continues on through the election? Then what? And a lot of misnomers. Work on that. The feedback. Somebody. A lot of misnomers that if a man is indicted, see, it doesn't mean that he's convicted. There's a big difference. And that's why we talk about the fact that you can indict a sailboat, for God's sakes. It's meaningless. But of course, in New York, and you're dealing with DAs in New York and the justices in New York, you know, they believe one way and one way only. And that goes for Washington, D.C. as well. How about all of those jailed because of what went down on the 6th?
Hey,
you think that's a good idea, Mark? You think that's good? All these people who just happen to be there, who were, by the way, escorted around inside the building by police. By police, escorted. You probably didn't do the deep dive. You're just going to go with
He's a sheep.
What you
You
wrote.
know what? Should we kick Mark out of here?
Yeah, no.
You know, Matt, the shaman guy.
I can't hear you. Yeah.
The shaman guy was released.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Finally. I think political pressure, maybe.
Well, it was because that video surfaced where it would look like he was on a tour.
Laughing and of course, the cops are showing him the joint.
Yeah.
But he spent so much time in prison
18 months
without this evidence, and this evidence was available.
Yes, and the lawyer came through and said, I was never shown this video.
It is just incredible, man. Comedian and actress, sort of. Comedian. I did like her in, what was the Jerry Lewis movie? Scorsese? King of Comedy.
Yes.
Sandra Bernhardt was great in that. She praised her and her peers' patience in waiting for this moment for Trump to be indicted. We waited patiently. The day had arrived. Oh, Jesus.
These people are... Yeah.
No. They're children.
I mean, man, I was working with
children.
I was working with someone last week that said, I'm going to go home, I'm going to put balloons up, I'm going to have a cake going. And I go, really? I'm done talking.
I don't know how you have a cake going, but okay.
Whatever. Cake baking.
Jeffrey Wright, I am so glad that he was killed off in the latest Bond. I think I was the only one that was happy about the fact that he was killed. Talk a lot louder, Mark, and get that mic to work.
Felix Leiter.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he was knocked off, because this guy has been under my skin for the last several years. This Jeffrey friggin' left-wing Wright. He reveled in imagining Republicans seething at the indictment, finding irony in Trump being prosecuted despite his past rally slogan of "Lock her up." Let the whining and denialism begin. That's Jeffrey, piece of crap, Wright.
Call him Jeff left.
Michael Moore inexplicably posted a graphic of an orange color gradient while acknowledging the news. Finally, something, he said. MTV alum and Pilates pitch woman. I didn't know that old Daisy Fuentes was a Pilates woman.
I don't know. Remember we met her, Matt, at Dan Tana's one night in Hollywood over there?
No, did we?
Yeah, hot and very, affable, nice gal, but she's a big lefty, right?
Hot and dumb. Yeah. That's the way I should like him, I guess.
Well, sometimes that works.
Hot and dumb.
Hot and dumb.
Hot and dumb, next Oprah. Hot and dumb, next Donahue.
New name for my band.
Daisy Fuentes. Naturally, there would be some one-liners. Let's see. Trump indicted for paying hush money. Apparently, the hush part didn't work. Albert Brooks said that. Jimmy Kimmel, the late-night host.
He's a host?
Yeah, who's getting his ass handed to him by that dude on Fox, man. He's getting his ass handed to him by...
Everyone's getting their ass handed to him by him.
I know. It's...
ratings?
Yeah. Well, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, what else would that be?
Dave, you with us?
Yeah, Dave, are you on the show?
Dave, knock, knock.
Tattoo Dave.
It wasn't a pork butt, Dave.
Good morning.
No, he's taking up where Blondie left off.
Yeah, Dave, are you there?
He said, I think he thinks he has to act like a blonde.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
A little blonde.
Jimmy Kimmel posted a Photoshop of that time Trump drank water with two hands. And the progressives went nuts. In this alteration of the picture, handcuffs, can I get a Snopes article to clarify that he wasn't actually handcuffed at the moment the picture was shot? And that's Jimmy Kimmel, really funny.
Hey, Matt, you brought up something to me this week about what they want. They want that mug shot of Donald Trump.
They do.
They want this.
Now, I think that's going to turn and bite him on the ass because my prediction is it'll be the biggest smile you've ever seen in the history of Donald Trump, dressed to the teeth with a great tie and
holding his number in front of his face.
And by the way, he's been on this planet many, many years, a billionaire for many, many years. I think he likes the idea of doing new things.
Sure.
Well, this is something that he's never done before.
Yeah, he hosted a reality show.
And I'm not saying that tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
If you think about it, and you're a guy as old as Donald Trump now, he's got to look at this as, okay, all right, just another fun hoop to have to jump through for these idiots on the left.
Well, somebody brought this up too. This is the ultimate reality show for him. It's like,
oh yeah, it is.
You want to host one?
Yeah,
you're in a great one right now.
Yeah, Bill Maher says Trump's always guilty, but I don't want to be a country where we go after every ex-POTUS. And this is similar to Edwards. Do you hear that? That's, you know what that is. I'm not going to say it. It starts with a C. It ends with a D. I get it. This is the 5th time this week.
Chlamydia? Oh.
Chlamydia. Yeah. Chlamydia. No, chlamydia.
Yeah, it ends with a name. Or I don't know.
Bill Maher said he's torn over the indictment of former President Donald Trump because while he thinks Trump is always guilty, I'm really not certain what that means, but okay. All right, Bill. I don't want to live in a country where we are one of those places where whoever is president, as soon as they get out of office, they go after them. And when Biden is out of office, day 2, they'll try to arrest him. Maher stated, we have this impossible choice here. For me, it's like you can't not go after him because he's always guilty. Okay. I don't know.
Well, is it? I mean,
the same thing with the impeachments. He was guilty in both. Well,
right.
He wasn't.
Is this a witch hunt? Is it a witch hunt? Well, like they say, a lot of these
Of course, it's a witch hunt.
It is.
Of course, it's a sandwich hunt.
Oh.
But it's a ham sandwich indictment hunt. But I always ask myself the question, what is actually better for the future of the country and my future? Now, that's an old school liberal who cares about the United States of America. And I appreciate that, Bill Maher. You could learn a thing or two from Bill Maher, Mark C.G. Boyer. Okay. Because I don't want to live in a country where, he said it's almost Greek tragedy because you set off this cycle of revenge like the house of, and you do set off revenge.
Sure.
That's exactly where we are. He said, I guarantee when Biden is out of office, they will try to arrest. He should be arrested now for his dealings with China. His son should certainly be in the friggin' big house.
How about Afghanistan? What he pulled there. And got not millions, but thousands of people killed over there.
And the man got away with it.
And left all of our military.
There were
billions of dollars.
Blood on this guy's hands, but nothing happens. They go after Trump because of some big-breasted, failed porn chick.
And they didn't go after Bill Clinton when he was getting the old underneath the desk.
Of course they did. He was impeached, Mart.
Yeah.
Follow along. Follow the United States of America. Later in the segment, Virginia Governor Winsome Sears pointed out that John Edwards faced charges that were pretty similar and wasn't convicted of a crime, which Maher acknowledged but noted Edwards did have a child with his mistress. It's true. Yeah, it's true.
All right.
Certainly did.
Wow.
Let's get on. I mean, what else are we going to say? This is a bad time for the United States of America. It's a very, very bad time. I could see it if Donald Trump raped someone, killed someone. That's a different thing. Let's say he robbed a bank.
Yeah.
And I mean that literally. I mean robbed a bank. That's a different animal. If he's walking down the street with handguns and he's shooting innocent people on the sidewalk of Manhattan, Midtown, in front of some of my favorite Irish bars, that would honk me off.
Well,
I'd say go get him. But this thing is a political friggin' witch hunt.
Lock and load, everyone.
I think I have time. I have time for this. We have about I have time. Okay. And of course, second in command.
Oh, boy.
Kamala Harris delivers another word salad in Africa If you haven't heard this, there's a reason why this is a must-hear. You know, it's like must-see radio and our show on YouTube at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Rumble.
This could be the dumbest person on the planet who is in the second most powerful position in the United States of America and the world, frankly. Kamala.
Man.
Listen carefully, my friends. This is Kamala in Africa.
Very excited about the future of Africa. I'm very excited about the impact of the future of Africa on the rest of the world, including the United States of America.
There are a number of things on the issue of the economy as a whole that we must do. And a lot of that work is the work that I'm here to do on the continent.
I have to control my movements inside my body to not throw up in my mouth.
Oh, boy.
This is like the 5-year-old who was supposed to do some homework or some sort of book review and then comes completely unprepared and has nothing. This is like a 5 or 6-year-old, and this is what they'd say to the teacher. Let's play it one more time. This is Kamala Harris, and think about a 6-year-old in school supposedly forced to give a book report that they did, that no preparation. Go.
Very excited about the future of Africa. I'm very excited about the impact of the future of Africa on the rest of the world, including the United States of America.
There are a number of things on the issue of the economy as a whole that we must do. And a lot of that work is the work that I'm here to do on the continent.
She says absolutely nothing. She says
and the United States of America.
Yeah,
the rest of the world.
She says absolutely nothing. Now, Miss South Carolina has nothing on Kamala. In fact, Kamala sort of makes this dummy sound intelligent. If you recall the classic,
yes,
Miss South Carolina, why, and obviously much hotter than Kamala friggin' Harris.
Yeah.
Why is she not vice president? Oh, let me take you back in the Wayback Machine. Lovely Miss South Carolina. Enjoy.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map.
Now, that's the question
Why
being
do you think
posed
this is?
to Miss South Carolina.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I love her so much.
Every word ends with us.
No. Well, the Iraq. You got to help the Iraq.
Such as
the Iraq and the Kamala, and the fact that we're here in Africa, and I'm enjoying the way Africa looks at America, and America in the future will then take a great view of the future of Africa. And Africa will then look at America again and take a different view and maybe a snap shot and put it up on Instagram. And, oh, God. Oh, it's just sick. Hey, believe it or not, big show. Big show. The next couple hours, going to be huge. When we return, I'll jump into this a little bit. A lot of big news. God bless the bravery of those exceptional Nashville cops. Justice done, my friends.
God bless.
We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Find us on YouTube and rumble.com.
stars, would-be stars, wannabes, and people who just want to hear themselves talk. The demons of decadence, smoking, drinking, and interrupting. Live from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar, this is Magic Matt Allen, Outlaw Radio.
Okay, next hour we will address the bravery of those incredible Nashville cops. Man, if they could have taken care of business like that in Texas, I think, nobody knows for sure, but I think less deaths.
They did it right.
And by the way, what if a couple of the teachers or a principal or someone there on the campus had a gun?
Hello.
Maybe even less deaths or no
Been saying that
deaths.
since day one.
That's the way you handle things, but we're dealing with nudnicks on the left who don't understand black and white. They don't understand how this works.
How about this? How about all the money that we sent to the Ukraine could have put a guard armed in every school in this country?
Okay, but Dave, what Matt's saying...
I'm sort of on the fence here about Ukraine. I like the fact that we're supporting them. I don't know if we should give them a blank check. That's where I am, okay?
Well, it's that
because
amount of money.
Yeah, but we don't, we're not big fans of Putin. I mean, this is not a good man. And is the man running Ukraine a good man? Hell, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the point is that what Putin has done here is a nasty, vengeful, very bad thing, and not unlike Adolf Hitler, Putin wants to control the world. I mean,
also, which would never have happened if somebody else was in office.
Well, I agree with that 100%.
And Matt, going back, just really quickly going back to the school thing.
My brother Mart,
the school shootings.
No, we're going to get into that next hour.
Okay, but
we're not.
We are. No, you guys were mentioning about teachers having weapons.
Yes.
My daughter's a teacher. I said, Jackie, would you carry one in your desk? She goes, Dad, I absolutely would.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah. Look at this. Check out her students that she's up against. She has to see these kids, and there are probably times when your daughter, who is a teacher in the Pacific Northwest, is probably afraid. Is probably afraid for her life.
Well, they're little kids she teaches. So
how old are they?
Well, she does she has two
how
different schools.
How old are they?
Her first class, there's two different. There's middle school, and she does...
Okay, let's move on.
No getting angry.
Because I'm answering the question.
No, you're not. I'm simply saying how old are they, and then you have to say, well, there's a middle and there's a... Just give me ages. That's all. It's... question asked, and then question answered. That's what I like. And as a listener to radio shows, that's what I like as well. The ponderousness is not what I enjoy. Just answer the damn question. But now the train is pulled out. And of course, Biden cares more about eating ice cream than he does dead children and 3 dead adults. At a school shooting, he cares much more about ice cream. I'll jump into that next hour. Plus, a really, I'll tell you what, spot-on Family Guy. I think, Mart, did you send this to me?
Yes, I did.
They were on this woke business years before anyone else, maybe because Family Guy knows Hollywood. And they knew this was coming to fruition. So you'll want to hear this. And activists have canceled Trans Day of Vengeance protest. The big Trans Day of Vengeance. So, do you suppose it had anything to do with the shooter, the LGBTQ nut? Who, by the way, mental patient.
Hello.
And by and large, this is a mental problem. And it's a shame, but instead of giving them the green light and telling them, oh, it's okay to have your breast lopped off, how about get them some help? Mm-hmm. How about get them someone that can speak some sort of cognizance to these folks to help their lives instead of answering with, get rid of that vagina and, how about just one breast? Keep one just in case down the road.
Just one.
You're missing the breast.
I found one.
All right, this is going to be a big hour. Yes, you can count on that. When we return on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube and Rumble.com. We're also on Twitter. in theory. We've had some technical difficulties today, so who knows? We'll be this after back. Thank you for being there.
On the street, I was talking to a man. He said there's so much, but there's nothing, man, that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. Next time. You need direction, yeah, you need a name. When you're standing at the crossroads, every highway look the same. After a while, you get to recognize the signs. So if you get it wrong, you get it right next time. Next time. Life is a liar, yeah, life is a cheat. It'll lead you on and pull the ground from underneath your feet. No use complaining, don't you worry, don't you whine. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. Next time. You gotta grow, you gotta learn by your mistakes. You gotta die a little every day just to try to stay awake. When you believe there's no mountain you can climb, and if you get it wrong, you get it right next time. Next time. Next time.
Doohickey.
this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
Had to lighten him up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all his guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
You know what? I think I can't hear myself. I think that this song got us banned in Russia. Playing this as a bumper song last Saturday. This song, this is Tilda Whirl, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Got us banned in Russia. Yeah. Something to do with the copyright laws and this song in Russia, of all places. It's the weirdest thing, man. No rhyme, no reason. By the way, that's on YouTube. And Tattoo Dave, make sure your mic's working because you're really off mic, man.
How about how you hear me now?
Yeah. Why don't we do that every time?
Well,
all right.
New producer.
Did he say horse ass?
I don't know.
Under his breath? Michael Colazzo, thank you, my friend. And Rex Engelbert, a couple brave cops in Nashville who got the job done, justice done. They did the right thing. And, of course, the narrative on all of the major networks, boy, they're not mentioning too much about the LGBTQ, EIEIO, the fact that this, I think, a woman or a female who was parading around as a guy. And that was the murderous... terrible nut bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who legally bought 7 firearms.
Right. And a monster. This person was a monster. And even though they haven't revealed the manifesto, because they're trying to keep that thing quiet, you know that she has a certain hatred for Christianity. Yeah. She attended that school, a Christian school.
Yep.
And she's a bad egg, but therein lies someone that maybe they could have gotten a hold of her.
Yes.
And years ago and said, okay, what seems to be the problem? She could say, well, I don't feel like I'm a female. Now, see, when someone says that, or I feel like a male, have you ever really thought about this? How on earth would you have any idea what it feels like to be the other sex? Correct. It is impossible. It is impossible. So it's not about not feeling like your gender. It's some sort of dysphoria. It is a problem mentally. So when we take that as black and white, well, they feel more like a male. You have no idea as a female what a male feels like. As a male, we have no idea what being a female would feel like.
I do.
I mean, is that, are you sort of getting this point that I'm making, Mark C.G. Boyer?
Give it up for
right?
yourself.
Yeah. Just disgusting. Just disgusting what went down. And
how about this? Did you hear the conversation with her friend?
Yes.
That she sent a message to prior to doing this.
Yes.
Something bad's about to happen.
I will die.
The girl contemplated it and then said, "I better talk to my dad." And then, Dad, should I do something? Yes, of course you should do something.
Well, the powers that be on the left, they don't want you to consult with your parents regarding anything really heavy, like, I don't know, I want to have my breast lopped off.
And by the way, Dave,
I want to have my penis removed. The powers that be on the left, they don't want you to have that conversation. They want parents out of it.
Yeah, they just want to go straight.
And by the way, Dave,
her
text to her friend from not her friend that she went to school years ago with, it was recent, and she said to her, "I will die today."
Yeah, well,
that was
and
part
it
of
happened
it.
right before.
I know it did,
Right
but
before
it was
she went on her rampage.
No. This happened during, as she's walking into the freaking Christian
There are those who I have been close to that I would not, over the last several years, that I would not put this past them. All right? Doing something so heinous because they get away with every bad thing that they do, and those around them will justify their existence and their bad behavior. And this truly is about justifying bad behavior. And if someone could have gotten a hold of this gal years ago, and whatever that takes, I'm not a big proponent of psychiatry. I think 99% of these people are quacks.
Oh yeah.
They're quacks.
They're nuts
As soon as you
themselves.
walk out of their office, they're on somebody else's couch.
But how about someone to talk to? How about someone that will not parade these folks in the wrong direction and agree with a kid saying that, then if you don't feel like a female, then you must be a male. Identify as a male. Wrong. It's the wrong thing to do. It is a mental problem. And it's a shame that this person has turned out to be a monster and sawed down innocent people in cold frigging blood. But old Biden, boy, he makes this. To me, this is the most disgusting thing. As they're indicting President Trump, and they slap him around for all of his tweets. Never in the history of Donald J. Trump has he ever tweeted or made a statement as friggin' stupid and myopic as this man, Biden, simply there, as the press understood it, to make a statement regarding the Nashville shooting, and these were the first words with chuckles and smiles out of your effing piece of crap president right here.
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband, and I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding?
Wow.
That doesn't get you.
Those are the first words he uttered when supposedly the goal here is to make some sense, or at least give
comfort.
Give some comfort to those who have lost loved ones because of this monster who shot and killed 3 people.
6.
6 people, 3 children and 3 adults. And this is your Joe Biden. This is your. Are you happy you voted for this guy?
Yeah, I hope you sleep well at night.
Yeah. Apparently the audience was all.
I didn't vote for him, and I don't sleep well at night.
Wow.
You can't.
I'll play this only one more time because you please understand the gravity of this moment. He is there to make a statement about the shooting in Nashville, but this is who this friggin' dopey, inane piece of crap happens to be. Go ahead.
My name is Joe Biden.
And they laugh?
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband.
Pause.
What is this?
And I'm so tired of that liberal crap. And I'm Joe Biden's husband. See, she's better than I am because she's a female. See what I'm doing here? See what I'm doing? He doesn't really believe that. He's been screwing around on Jill for friggin' years. Now, do I have proof of this? That's conjecture from me. But 25 years ago, I ran into a woman, an attractive woman, who gave me the details about having sex with Joe Biden. This was 25 years ago regarding this man. And there was no reason for this conversation. Why would you make something like this up, especially concerning Biden 25 years ago? This guy has been messing around, in my opinion, for years on this woman. But yet he props her up with, I'm the husband of Jill.
Dr. Jill Biden.
Yeah, he is the worst. He is a cancer on society, this man. He is a cancer. He is a nasty, bad person. Start from the beginning one more time. He's supposed to be addressing an audience regarding the shooting in Nashville. And here he is with a dopey smile on this piece of crap's face. And this is what he says.
And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding?
And that whole "you think I'm kidding" bit. Oh, God, shut up.
You know what?
It's disgusting is what it is. CNN, MSN, NPR, they removed these opening remarks from their replays.
Oh, I wonder why.
They removed him, and they started with him simply addressing the Nashville shooting. If you don't think that we have a problem with our media these days, we're making Pravda look like they were top notch. We're making friggin' Russia look as though they are now the truth tellers. This is embarrassing for the free world, my friends. The bullies are now the bullied by a tiny, pay attention to me, fringy, minuscule, mental patient-y, effed up people who believe that their sex has nothing to do with biology. I feel like a man, a woman, I feel like a woman, I feel like a man. How would you know?
Right.
How would you possibly know what it feels like to be the opposite sex?
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I have no idea what being a female would be like. I mean, I have never even conjectured the notion of knowing what it would be like to be a female. How on earth could this infinitesimal fraction of the population, these mentally unstable people who need the help of a professional, but instead we justify their neuroses by cutting off their fun bags?
Well,
okay, and I am sort of an adult. Mart, you jump in too quickly. I said fun bags. Let it breathe. And the fact that I said fun bags in this context would sort of clue you in on the fact that maybe, just maybe, I'm only 11. You were about to say, my brother Mark.
You know what? I'm done.
Excellent. This is a classic Family Guy, way before the woke situation hit the world, because this isn't simply the United States of America. This is the world.
And the United States of America.
And the United States of America. But I'll tell you what, this Family Guy, man, have they been on the positive tip for years. They're smart, and they knew what was coming down. And obviously, they knew Hollywood better than any one of us.
And they got away with a lot in prime time.
Yeah, they
still do.
A hell of a lot. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Why? Because
Seth MacFarlane.
Because it's a cartoon?
Yeah. Well, Seth MacFarlane is also on the left, supposedly.
Not supposedly. He's a big lefty.
Yeah.
What do you mean supposedly? He's a huge lefty.
Yeah, he's pronounced.
Okay, here we go. This is a little quickie from Family Guy from years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to apologize.
Why did you say ladies first? That's sexist.
It's just a standard greeting. Let me start over. Gentlemen and ladies.
Says the man
Okay, sorry. Humans in the audience.
I identify as a basketball.
Humans and basketballs.
I'm a parrot who mimics words but doesn't comprehend them.
Humans, basketballs, talking parrots, and whatever else is out there.
Oh, it's whoever. This woman.
All right, just calm down, okay?
Now you're tone policing us.
You look back on these old Family Guy and South Park clips, man.
Anyway,
and it's like
there's
those
some
people,
dude that
they
put
were
that
in
up on YouTube.
Hollywood.
That's enough. All right. But how spot on is that?
Oh, yeah.
That's the dog talking, by the way.
Yeah, that's Seth. That's his voice.
I thought it was the cartoon dog.
Which is Seth.
The voiceover.
Yeah, but who cares?
I don't know. You know what? Dave, just shut my mic off.
Well, I mean, honest to God, is it just me?
I'm done.
Who the hell cares whose voice
I'm done, dude.
is the dog? Okay, I'm done. I'm done, dude.
Well, listen, I mean, you're all over me, dude.
No, I'm not all over you.
Yeah,
Hey, Dave, don't kiss my ass. Am I all over him?
A little bit.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave.
All right.
Because he is all day.
It's a little explosive, just a little.
Okay.
Man, don't take your crap out of me, bro.
Active. And then he just has to.
You got to keep going, Marty.
He just has to prove what a big dummy he is.
Yeah, I know.
Continue on.
I'm the best.
Activists canceled Trans Day. Really? Who was the best you learned dumb from?
You.
Bart? You did? Give me an example.
Oh God, here we go.
Just one example.
You don't want me to get into this.
And
you
then
don't.
And then always
You don't.
And then the answer is always that. And what have I talked about on this show?
Fight with yourself, man.
That when I ask for an example and someone can't give it to me, Mart, please, next time around, vote for Joe Biden. He's your daddy. Which means he must be my daddy as well. Well, we're brothers, Mart and I.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Activists cancel Trans Day of Vengeance protest. And by the way, what a title. What a title for a get-together, huh? Trans Day of Vengeance. And why do you think it was canceled? Gosh darn it. And, of course, the shooting happened just a couple days before the Trans Day of Vengeance. And why are the trans having a day of vengeance? Anyone? See, this is a narrative that doesn't exist. It is a straw man, my friend. We, meaning us, meaning those, not against trans people. Live and let live. Have a happy day. Stop shoving this crap down our throats.
And stop killing innocent people.
Yes, and stop killing innocent people.
And by the way, Dave.
Yes, sir.
My point was a while back was about what they do is they turn us around on gun control again. Of course they do, and they always do. They flip it. And, if we had this control, there's going to be a black market always for everything: drugs, guns. They're going to find a way. If you are that sick in your head, and you plan out a murder or plan out this and that, you're going to find a way to do it. No matter if it's gun control or not, or whatever, man. They come into your freaking homes. They take your guns. You're going to find a way to get them or make them.
Bill Mahar discussed the school shooting in Nashville, remarked that if there had been a day of vengeance planned by any other group, like the planned Trans Day of Vengeance, that it would have received so much coverage and so much backlash. But because it's a Trans Day of Vengeance, that's okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean by that? What does that mean, vengeance?
I know, Dave.
Well, you know they're arming themselves up these days. That's the newest thing.
Oh, I know.
It's the trans with guns,
which is scary because they're
so wait, let me understand this.
Yeah.
The Second Amendment is okay if you're a trans person?
I guess so.
Yeah,
and they're
because by the way, we have so many other Christian schools that need a little shooting.
Sure,
right?
Everything is okay if you're a trans person,
and they're untrained. My problem is these sons of guns are untrained.
Well,
and
okay, it's a blanket statement. I'm certain that some of the trans people they are getting an education regarding firearms. Hundreds of students.
Give it up for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hundreds of students walk out on Transgender Day of Visibility in Omaha, Nebraska. And I've been really consistent on this Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Radical rate, and this is Caitlyn Jenner. Okay, here's what I would like to understand. Is Caitlyn officially a female now? Has the vag been did you call it inserted? Has she had the plastic surgery?
And I'm going to say no.
See, I don't know. Does anyone?
I believe that she has.
Okay, but see, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Tattoo Dave seems to think yes. Okay, regardless of that. Once you're born with a penis, you're always a male, no matter how reconstructive the surgery has to be. But I've been consistent when it comes to Caitlyn Jenner. I have been on Caitlyn Jenner's side. Why? Because Caitlyn seems to be a pragmatist, someone who loves America. And as I said several years ago, I would have voted for Caitlyn Jenner for governor of this formerly great state of California. I was in on that.
It might have not have been so bad, but just so you know, I looked at
would have been better than our current governor.
Anything would have. Marty would have.
Yeah.
In an interview with Diane Sawyer on 2020, Jenner confirmed that she had the final surgery.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So he, but it's
Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, it's still a he.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah. What'll it be?
What'll it be?
What are you going to send that guy? I got some gifts for him.
I'm going to talk about the winner of our What'll It Be contest in just a few minutes. Caitlyn Jenner's quote: "Radical rainbow mafia has hijacked LGBT people. They are domestic terrorists." Caitlyn Jenner stirring the wrath of drag queen celebrities after this former Olympics champion publicly condemned the radical rainbow mafia, claiming it is engaging in the grooming of children and is using violence to achieve its political goals.
Is that for real, the radical rainbow?
Yes. Yes. Caitlyn is spot on here. This is, you talk about incendiary when it comes to these folks. These were tweets from Caitlyn Jenner, and she didn't hold back when calling the Rainbow Mafia the worst thing that has ever happened to LGBT people. Now, if you recall, I have mentioned this on the show on several occasions. I have thought, why aren't these LGBTs fighting back and saying, stop lumping in all the other friggin' letters. This is ridiculous. I'm not an E or an I or an E-I-E-I-O. Stop it with this. Jenner appeared to be reacting to Monday's shooting in Nashville, in which a transgender individual gunned down 6 people, including, as we've been discussing, 3 children at a Christian school. Jenner later added, I don't consider grooming children of value. I don't consider Yeah, thank you.
Indoctrinated.
Thank you, Caitlyn. I don't consider violence, shut down opposition of value. The radical rainbow mafia is dangerous. Yes, they are. Because they have the ears of giant corporations and nudnicks in the media who agree for agreeing's sake. Well, they're on the left, so they must be right.
And now they're armed.
They're Mark.
Jenner's tweets provoke harsh responses from a bevy of drag celebrities. A drag queen named Trinity the Tuck.
Gentlemen, focus your attention. Team number 3. Here comes Trinity.
The
Give it up
Tuck.
for yourself. Yeah.
Tipperwell. Your face is a domestic terrorist. Wow, talking about Caitlyn. They're so vicious. They're so vicious. Aren't they vicious? The nice left. Oh, they're so nice, but they just want it. Kumbaya. They want everything sweet. No, they don't.
They want violence.
No, they don't. And they certainly want the right to be violent after what came down with this indictment of Trump. They're looking for that.
Oh, they want that.
They need that.
Yep.
They will feast upon
and I
that.
hope we don't do, not we, but I hope the people don't do that. I hope.
Jenner's tweets provoked harsh responses. Trinity the Tuck, your face is a domestic terrorist, Caitlyn. You should be ashamed to call yourself part of this community.
Your face is a terror.
Other drag. By the way,
I can't help it.
If I didn't know that she was a man, I think she looked pretty good.
I think so also.
Right?
Yeah, I'll
I think she looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Other drag performers accused Jenner of self-hatred and exploitative behavior. Radical LGBTQ activists have increasingly focused their efforts on promoting gender transitions for children, and this has resulted in a growing number of young kids and adolescents suddenly sexually identifying as transgender and non-binary. It is a friggin' made-up friggin' notion.
Yeah.
You put it in a child's head, and of course they don't want to be ostracized by their fellow students.
And we're talking 4 and 5-year-olds.
More states pushing back against the trend, including Florida, Tennessee. They banned sex change procedures for minors. Good! They're minors!
Yeah.
In return, trans activists have claimed that these laws are the equivalent of genocide of trans people. Why do they say that? Because they're mental patients. That's why. Because they're nutbags their own self. Consequently, some trans people are calling for violent responses against those who oppose their ideology, just days before the Nashville Christian school shooting. They asked for this. They asked for this. A mob of pro-trans protesters in New Zealand assaulted a feminist activist and her supporters to prevent her from speaking in public. So who's violent? Whose violent is this anyway?
Yeah.
By the way, new television show with
Ryan Stiles.
Ryan Stiles and Drew Carey.
Yeah.
A lot to get to, including pop star Lizzo, next on Outlaw Radio.
We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
You know, anything contrary, this Lizzo is on board. What do you think Elvis would think about this LGBTQ stuff, huh? What do you think, huh? Boy, he'd see those the trans community on television. He'd shoot that TV. That's what he'd do. What a kiss. Welcome back, my friends, to the big dog of broad chasing, meant to say casting, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. And this week, I'm not certain we're on rumble.com, but we will certainly be back on Rumble next week. For those of you in the instant chat or whatever the hell you call that thing, someone just made me aware of that. But thank you for being there, and great radio stations throughout the country. Pop star Lizzo's clothing brand is selling chest binders, tucking thongs for gender nonconforming communities. Her brand Yiddy is launching shapewear for gender nonconforming communities, which includes chest binders for women and tucking thongs for men. And to that I say, yay! Yay! Pop star Lizzo. My God, what a big fat piece of crap. Holy cow. And I'm not saying that because she's a big fat I guess I am. I really am.
Well,
you are.
And she's not even that good. Sorry.
Yeah, well, she's good enough to be making millions of dollars.
Yeah, she's doing well.
And so because she's making millions of dollars, she certainly has the stage for idiot sticks to listen to a Lizzo and buy her tucking thongs.
Yeah.
You know, we should probably... I don't want to put any money in Lizzo's pocket, but we should, one of us should try one of those things.
Well, Dave just said he wants to order one.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah. You know, I not one to boast, but I would need 2 of those.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you know what? And growing up...
And chest binder, Mark.
Who in this room...
Yeah.
Who in this room, growing up...
Yeah.
Anybody try the tuck? And I'm talking about the tuck in the mirror.
Mark, every male.
Wow.
Every male has done that.
Whoa.
I think we've all done that.
But it's not. It has nothing to do with your sexual proclivity. Maybe it does.
Hold on a second. Every male has not done that.
Oh, well, most have.
Yeah, and if I had, I'd cop to it. But
well, now you're going to try it.
I didn't.
You're going to try it tonight, right?
Hey, do me one little favor here, Tattoo Dave. Please, Mart's mic is too hot. So can we please fix that?
Fixed.
A National Hockey League team with a Russian player has decided against wearing special warm-up jerseys to commemorate Pride Night, citing an anti-gay Kremlin law that could imperil Russian athletes when they return home. It's true because, see, the beloved Putin, because the left seems to love this Putin character, he hates the gays. He thinks it's blasphemous. He hates the gays. And can't you understand that a Russian player here in the United States, my God, I would not put myself in harm's way. Putin takes one look at that. When they go back to Russia, all of a sudden they disappear. Oh, no. Putin would say, no, they're on a vacation. They did very well. Yeah, but where are they? It's a very long vacation. I don't do a good Russian accent. But this Pride Night crap, and the Chicago Blackhawks, they have at least 2 more players with connections to Russia, will not wear Pride-themed warm-up jerseys. A person with knowledge of the matter told the Associated Press, because of security concerns involving the law, which expands restrictions on supporting LGBTQ rights, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed this only a couple months ago, December. The decision was made by the Blackhawks following discussions with security officials within and outside the franchise, according to a person familiar with the situation, and on the condition of anonymity because of the sensitivity of the move. Chicago coach Luke Richardson said that he and his players were disappointed and called it an unfortunate situation. No, it's not. Why should you be forced to wear a friggin' any sort of a declaration, right? Any sort of a declaration. supporting less than 2% of the people on the planet, and certainly much less than 2% of the people of America. I don't understand it. Then why not a Hitler Youth friggin' shirt, for God's sakes? If it's freedom of speech and freedom of shirt, why not anything? All bets are off. And certainly don't force your players to wear such a thing. But of course, they'll be blasphemized because, that person's not wearing it, so it must be a hater. No, they just sort of want to stand on the sidelines and
play their game.
How about a little sports instead of politics?
Yeah.
I think that many, even not on the left, but those liberals who love sports, I think they're sick and tired of this crap. I think they're terribly sick and tired of this.
Go out there and play. We paid our ticket to watch you play.
Yes.
I don't want to hear your BS about politics.
No. And I got to tell you, especially when we're talking about rugby and, those real male sports where they're really kicking some butt out there, and hockey.
Well, look what it did to football. Look at the kneeling and all that.
God.
Look at it was
Totally
killed football.
Well, it gayed them out is what it did.
It did. It made them pansies.
Yeah. Did Magic Matt on Outlaw Radio just say gayed him out? Yeah. Gayed him out.
I got your back.
Yeah. Gayed him out. Yeah. Chicago coach Luke Richardson says it's unfortunate. I don't think we can control the world issues, so that takes it out of our hands, Richardson said. We're just making decisions as best we can as an organization and for everybody. The league declined to comment through a spokesperson. The decision comes from increasing threats to freedom of expression in the U.S. and abroad. Conservative political forces have sought to ban LGBTQ-themed books from American school libraries and to forbid classroom lessons that mention sexuality and some aspects of race relations. What is wrong with that? Why should there be LGBTQ-themed books in school libraries?
Nope.
They want to ban Mark effing Twain, for God's sakes. They've already dissected the majority of his books and taken out those things. I think any reference to smoking these days.
And the rest of American history.
Yeah, anything using the N-word. It's the way the tome was written back in the day. If we can't learn from our past, then my God, we're going to repeat it. It's not us. It's not us, my friends on the right. It's not us. We're not the racists. We don't care. By and large,
don't care.
Live and let live. No matter what color, creed, religion, the Irish, okay, I have a problem with.
There's a little
but aside from everyone else.
And the Canadians.
Except the one, though. There's one that doesn't drink.
Yeah, I met that one Irishman. Yeah, it was years ago. And by the way, I instantly called Guinness Book of World Records.
Good dude.
I'm and P.S. I'm 22% Irish, so obviously I'm joking about this. But similar pressures have forced Russian players to walk a careful line since the invasion of Ukraine, and some of these folks cautiously speaking out against the war, even with family members still living in Russia. That's bold. That's heroic. Or you could look at it from the other side of the spectrum, stupid, because they have families living in Russia. Last year, Minnesota Wild star Kirill Kaprizov ran into several roadblocks as he traveled back to the U.S., raising concerns about his safety. There's such a sensitivity to the topic. You have concerns for the Russians, especially Buffalo Sabres captain Kyle Exposo said. Is that correct? Does anybody know hockey here?
Not sure of the pronunciation.
Emphasizing he doesn't understand what it's like to be in Russia. Chicago defenseman Nikita Zaksava is a Moscow native, and there are other players with boy, they're going to hate me in Wisconsin for mispronouncing any sports figures.
Well, instead of focusing on
on sports figures and bad pronunciations?
No, what's sad is the players now, instead of focusing on their practice and being out there in the field, now they have to focus on all this other
The problem is they have to worry about other ridiculousness.
You know, the USFL, the football USFL made a statement. If a player kneels at any time, they're fired instantly.
Yes.
Gone.
God bless.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful.
God bless.
Florida Panthers, because they're
screw you, Kaepernick.
Well, they're in a business. They're working for a company. So toe the company line or leave. or get fired.
Yep.
It is a company. So freedom of speech has nothing to do with you working for a company. And if it is a disparity toward their company in the views of those who own it and give you a paycheck, then all bets are off.
Abide by our laws, our rules, or you're out.
Florida Panthers, whose star goaltender Sergei Bobrovsky is Russian, went forward with plans to wear pride-themed jerseys. Night before their home game against Toronto, he took part, while brothers Eric and Mark Stahl did not, and cited religion as the reason. I think that's pretty smart. We carry no judgment on how people choose to live their lives. Believe all people should be welcoming in all aspects of the game of hockey. Yes, me too.
Yeah.
In any sport. Having said that, we feel that by us wearing a pride jersey, it goes against our Christian beliefs. Well, good for you, too.
Yeah. It's
good.
amazing what you can use religion for.
They held their ground, man.
Jerseys are just one part of many initiatives the Panthers built into the annual events, including auctioning off the jerseys, matching the money raised, and donating it to nonprofits that work with the LGBTQ community. How about just anyone that needs a hand? You know, how about someone who, a homeless person? How about someone who needs a bite to eat? How about that? How about that? Speaking after Florida's 6-2 loss, Panthers coach Paul Maurice described the Stahl brothers as men of faith, noted how the rest of the team wore the warm-up jerseys. I love both of these men. They have the right to their opinion. I stand by that right, he said. Everyone else in the room has the right to put the sweater on proudly and wear it and be welcoming to all people in the community. Sabres and Vancouver Canucks, and by the way, Canada, man, going down the tubes.
They're nice people over there.
That son of a bitch running that place.
They're run by
what
an a-hole.
What a nasty bastard.
Oh, he's an a-hole, Dave, but they're really... Okay.
The Sabres and Vancouver Canucks have Pride Nights upcoming. The Canucks have announced specific plans for the event. Sabres management was scheduled to hold decisions and discussions with its players' leadership. In other sports, Major League Baseball's Tampa Bay Rays decided last season not to wear rainbow-colored logos on their uniforms as part of their Pride Night because they said it looks icky. Okay, no, I made that part up. But, come on. Come on. I mean, instead of playing baseball, then get out there and dance with your hands way above your head. Dance like you just don't care.
Like you just don't care.
Yes, because you just don't care.
Well, I'm glad to see these people are bucking back at this crap. They're saying, no, we're not going to wear this crap.
Women's basketball star Brittany Griner, an American citizen who is gay, was arrested at Moscow's airport last year after Russian authorities said she was carrying vape canisters with cannabis oil. She was in prison for 8 months until a high-profile prisoner swap with the U.S.
She should still be there.
Yeah. I'm sort of.
She should still be there.
Yeah, I'm sort of on that page.
Instead,
does she not
let's let out the world's #1 arms dealer?
Yeah, does she not disavow America?
She renounced her citizenship.
Yeah. Kurt Weaver, Chief Operating Officer for the You Can Play Project, which advocates for LGBTQ participation in sports, said he was upset when he learned the Blackhawks' decision, but he called the conversation an indicator of progress. Yeah, because any conversation.
Yeah, what progress?
We're certainly disappointed the jerseys aren't worn because that's the #1 visual representation. Why do we need a visual representation? You're going to change the minds of those people who think that community is a little odd?
Nope.
I mean, look it up in the dictionary. Look up normal in the dictionary. It has a definition, which, by the way, my prediction, within the next couple of years, that definition will be changed. But look it up. Normal, meaning the masses. What do the masses do? That would be normal. So this is abnormal. Now, are we against it? No, but stop flouting it. Stop making this some large issue that it's not. Nobody hates you. I can't say nobody. Of course, there's some fringe group somewhere that the left will find. Oh, they love to tout the neo-Nazis. How many of those are? We can fit them in this friggin' room.
Of course.
It's a non-starter. It's a non-issue, my friends. The Blackhawks planned a variety of LGBT-related activities in conjunction with Sunday's game. DJs from the LGBTQ community will play before the game and during an intermission. And the Chicago... I don't know why this makes me laugh. The Chicago Gay Men's Chorus is slated to perform. I bet they're very good.
I bet you they are.
I would count on it.
Why can't it just be the Chicago Men's?
Yeah, there are also plans to highlight a couple of area businesses with ties to the gay community.
Why add the title? Why isn't it just the Chicago Men's Choir?
Tattoo Dave, man, if I were gay right now, if I were a gay guy, I would be pissed off and I'd be fighting. I'd be fighting against all this LGBT.
Yeah.
I would be on the pragmatic page, which is just shut up and live your life.
Let's just start shoving our heterosexuality down there.
That's an old. Yeah, of course, Dave. Yeah. But we don't do marches and parades and stuff for heterosexuality.
We don't want the jerseys to represent the entirety of the night. Blackhawks defenseman Seth Jones said, "We're still doing a lot for the LGBTQ community, and as players respect that, we just thought that this was best for our team." All right, good. Good. It is best for your team. Why take a side? Why have a mic that works?
Yeah.
All right, when we return, we will announce the winner of our What'll It Be contest.
Your time is up. You took a sip from the devil's cup. You broke my heart. There's no way back. Move right out of here, baby. Go on, pack your bags. Just who do you think you are? Stop acting like some kind of star. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. You're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. They brag a man has walked in space, but you can't even find my place. There ain't nothing you can do, 'cause I've had enough of me, baby, being part of you. Just who do you think you are? This time you've gone too far. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. You're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Moving on up, moving on up, moving on up. Never wanted to dance with nobody not you.
This is Outlaw Radio.
Yeah, it appears we do have a live chat on our YouTube feed, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. You have to be specific in finding us, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. And, we'll probably get Tattoo Dave involved in that live chat at some point.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? But feel free to comment on the show. I mean, love us, hate us, be honest. We can take it.
We love you.
Well, I don't love everyone, but I appreciate the fact that
I love our listeners.
You're listening and watching us right now. Hey, you can pull up a APPL on the little box there in front of you. That's applause that I'd like to give to Tim Gessner out of Wisconsin.
Uh-oh.
Wisconsin Rapids.
That's our boy.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. Hold on. Keep talking.
Well, it's 8.
Hey, Matt, keep talking. He just told you to keep talking.
Did he? My
Yep.
producer said
Yep.
that? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
I'll just do what I do. Here we go.
All right.
New producer.
All of this applause is for you, Tim. All right, enough. Okay. So here was the deal. For some reason, I mentioned the line, "What'll it be?" And the fact that anyone knows from which movie that comes sort of blows my mind. Anyone.
Me too.
Well, we found someone. Tim Gessner. He said WSAU began playing Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio a few years ago, and my fiance and I quickly became fans. She also likes your other show on the other network. Once we found the live stream, we listened to that and the after show as well. We love WSAU. Now that you're on YouTube and Rumble, we can tune in whenever we're able. I have a weird work schedule, so I'm not always able to hear you live. You talk about dedicated folks there in Wisconsin.
So, you know what? God bless this guy.
Good Midwestern people,
Him and
man.
his wife, man.
I'd like to send you guys some bacon and cheese sometimes. We're spoiled here in Wisconsin with all the great dairies and meat markets.
Bring it on.
And as a purveyor of prime pork, it's my obligation to share. Thanks for speaking the truth on Outlaw Radio. The world needs more of it. In the meantime, enjoy a cigar, a great cocktail, and a big old steak. Tim, thank you. We are putting a little gift package together for you, and we will probably a year from now be telling you the same thing. I mean, the way I get around to things.
No, hey, Tim, this is Marty over here, Tim, just speaking to you, if you're listening.
Are you a golfer?
Yeah, because I have a little gift for you.
Okay. So are you a golfer? Now, this time of year, that's a tough putt, literally, in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But yes, we speak the truth because it's the only thing we know here on Outlaw Radio. So, Tim, thank you, buddy. And we will send you that gift. But he knew it was from The Nutty Professor.
That is so cool.
The Nutty Professor. It's that scene when Buddy Love enters that nightclub, the Purple Pit, I think.
Yeah.
And go ahead and start playing that bit right now, because there's sort of a lead into it. It's 6:18, Alaskan Polar Bear. All right? And this is Buddy Love and the Nutty Professor entering the Purple Pit, sort of a funky nightclub back in the day. And he addresses, what are we waiting for there,
It's playing.
6:18.
It's not coming up. It's not playing. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Matt's had a rough day already.
Yeah,
it's playing, but it's not. I'm not hearing it.
This has been one of the toughest days of my life.
I don't mean to laugh, but it's
I know.
It's like, man,
I had
see
it up. I mean, it's playing. It's counting down. It's just not.
I can see your frustration because you have been frustrated all day. Yeah.
Well, we couldn't get the feed up there on Rumble.
Yeah.
So we're strictly YouTube, and knowing YouTube, they'll probably come up with some excuse to take down the feed anyway. Okay, listen, when we return, I'm going to try to get this thing fixed. So I can play this little piece from the Jerry Lewis movie, The Nutty Professor, which, in my never humble opinion, was his opus. It was one of the greatest things he ever did. That's because I believe he let someone else edit. See, Jerry let someone else edit the movie. You know, and the man was a genius, but you need an editor, someone who can take that sort of discerning eye and know that, well, I know that was a great bit, but you got to cut it down.
Got to chop her up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio. Thank you for watching us on YouTube at Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
La zona blanca.
Imagine Dragons on the countdown to number 1 this week, edging down just a bit to number 29, Radioactive. And they're taking advantage of their hits by touring right now. Catch Imagine Dragons at Paul Liebeskin.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out. Yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh?
Had to lighten him up loud. Oh, man. We're here with Matt. Oh, yeah. Had to lighten up. Oh, little Outlaw Radio. We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Okay, maybe we have our act together. Who knows if that'll ever be the case on this show.
Have mercy.
But my gosh, would it be Outlaw Radio if we truly had our act together? The one thing we do have together is the facts. The facts, damn it. Even though Mark C.G. Boyer, the odd man out, in so many ways, he's the classic old liberal here, but he's sort of showing his fascist side today by believing that maybe Trump should be indicted. I love you, Mark, but God, you're an idiot. What, Mark?
Well, man, you've actually brought Mark around in the last several years. I think you brought him around.
Well, because I bring some facts to his attention that you can't deny.
Yeah. Correct.
You know, and when you look at the facts and you read about these things and you do the proper due diligence, you'll discover that I'm not completely full of crap. In fact, I'm not full of crap. All right. What is the hum I'm hearing now? God, this is the most insatiably troubling program in the history, not in the history, I've had worse.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, technically.
I'll say it again.
It's just been a bitch, man.
I hate this show.
I've never liked this show. I've never liked it, but I thank you great radio stations, for carrying us. I appreciate that it's been quite some time since YouTube has banned us, and we'll be on rumble.com next week. I'm feeling a hum. Does someone have a fan on or something? I mean, is that what I mean? There's something going on. Oh, man, these dead dog stories. I got to tell you, man, you give me these dead dog stories. Ponderous, man, ponderous.
Somebody get Don on the line.
Yeah, somebody get Don. You got to know what we're talking about. Okay, now I've got to explain this. I think it's CASEY tattoo, Dave. Just punch it in, even with your sausage fingers. Be delicate with that machine, and then see what comes up when you.
This is Casey Kasem. Do you realize that I have to go up to go down on my wife, Jean?
Okay, so that's not the one. But now go to the next, Casey.
Pretty funny.
You know how to do that, right? Without having to punch it in again.
I am doing it, but okay.
There is no but.
Okay.
What?
I'll put it. It doesn't say Casey.
No, it's got to say Casey. Okay, I'm gonna put Dave behind this microphone. I'm gonna go run that damn board because But the funny part about this is I used to give Lori Downey Jr. so much crap about not understanding. All you have to do is push the arrow. Boom, boom. Now everything CASEY will come up on that machine.
Great.
And so years and years I gave her crap, and now Dave is going through the same thing.
Okay.
Are you? Hold on. Now, you be honest with me. Are you dating Lori Downey Jr.?
I'm telling you right now, I'm pushing the arrows, and there's nothing else Casey. So,
you know what?
Maybe it's under K.
We've given you a long try.
You know what? No, he may be right. It's
time to go.
No, it's never time to go. Hey, Dave.
I retire.
No.
He's been doing so well.
No, I need you, Dave. Hey, listen. Try KA. It could be my mistake. KASEY. See if that comes up. That'll probably come up. Okay.
Not found. Cut.
And, I'm serious when I say
Hold
this.
on. I'm going over there.
We did give you a good...
Come on over. Come over.
Matt's going over.
Okay, hold on.
We gave you...
going over. Maybe it's on the IR too. Hold on.
We gave you a good college try, Dave.
This is every Saturday.
Why am I not hearing Mark? Oh, there we go. Okay. So
we gave David good...
CASEY. Hold on. I put T. Y. Casey. Oh, there it is. Boom.
Fire.
Oh, just... Right? How is it? It's the same thing. It's the same. Do you recall? Oh wait, why is your mic? Oh, your mic is on. Okay. Do you recall all the hell I put Lori through for the same reason? It's simply no. You did it wrong. You push find, then you push enter. That's all. Find enter. Find enter. No.
Get out.
Oh, jeez.
Get the hell out.
Dave, fire me back up, dude, because I got something to say to you.
You're on.
Okay, look, man. We have given you a good college try. We really have.
Okay.
And you've been doing well.
You're off.
Okay. Now, where's the hum coming from?
Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again. I'm coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo damn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions, and then you got to go into somebody dying. They do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but damn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a damn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a damn diff dedication.
Oh, boy.
Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week.
Right.
This is a last damn time. I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a damn record.
You took the words out of my mouth.
That's up-tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying. Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Oh, I miss him.
Hi, this is Casey Kasem.
I miss him.
That was great.
Oh, I miss him.
I got to do a dead dog story.
I loved him. He was such a good man. I knew him for years. He was such a good man. And by the way, that little clip which was held at bay for years and years, was finally released, and I do believe. Am I supposed to say this? Okay, by a guy named Paul Libeskind. Paul Libeskind was engineering the show at that time. He kept these he wasn't supposed to, because do you think Casey Kasem, the smiling guy on American Top 40, wants that out there? No. But great. But years ago, he really, I guess Paul finally decided, okay, let's. But it shows that he's human, for God's sakes. All right, here we go. Back to, I got Miley Cyrus donating to LGBTQ.org that targets children after elementary school bans her Rainbow Land song, and I'm going to play a little bit of that. Plus, Seinfeld star Jason Alexander. By the way, I wouldn't pee on him if he were on fire. Yeah, I can't stand that guy. And he's a poker player. I know that. Mark's, it's the Kingly we know that. We know that. Now, the reason why Mark knows that is because years ago, I was invited to a celebrity poker tourney known as the Jason Alexander Poker Tourney, and I attended one, and then I got wind of his incredible politics. Even there at the poker tourney, he was slamming Trump and so on. I got wind, and I said, never again. You have fun. I hope your kids live that you're giving the money to. But I won't be a part of that. Now, this is from the movie. Oh, God. I got my fingers crossed. In fact, I'm crossing my legs now on this too. Behind the bar, behind this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar. Yeah. Okay, this could be the day. Mark, you still got your shotgun? Oh yeah. Okay, business end. This could be it. Yeah. I mean, what the hell? Look at me. I'm doing a show from my backyard. What the hell do I have to live for? Okay, here we go. And I'm kidding. For those of you naysayers out there, well, Matt was talking about suicide. No, I wasn't. It's a parody. Mm-hmm. You still have your shotgun, Mark? Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. This is from the movie The Nutty Professor. And because of this movie and my contest, man, this is taking a while. Yeah. That we started last weekend on the show, the What'll It Be? What movie is that from? Then go ahead and give the headphones back to our buddy Steve, so he can hear this.
Steve doesn't want rabbit ears on.
All righty, Mart. There you go.
We've only got about 40 sets of headsets around here.
Oh, no, I know we do. I know. But no engineer. And by the way, my engineer just sent me an email today. Little update on me. I had a triple bypass. So he had a heart attack 2 weeks ago. Well, that's not an update. That's news. I never even knew that. All right, here we go. Nutty Professor, the opus from Jerry Lewis, his finest work. This is he as Buddy, what's his name? Love. I keep wanting to say Ravel.
I know.
Another former buddy of mine in that movie 3 O'Clock High that screwed me over. Mm-hmm. I need to start screwing people over. No. Well, yeah, why not? They keep. Oh, jeez. God. Mark, do you have that shotgun handy?
Yep.
All right.
Double out buck.
Okay, here's the deal. Nutty Professor, he enters the nightclub called the Purple Pit. And you can start it now. Oh, okay. He's walking in, and some gorgeous females. Who's the chick who just passed away? Who I love?
Yes.
Stella Stevens, who just passed away.
Awesome.
By the way, I sprayed all the connections today. Wow. See how that worked? Now he walks up to the bartender, and he asks for an Alaskan polar bear heater. And this is Jerry Lewis talking to a character actor who you've seen 1 million times if you're of that age.
What'll it be?
Here we go.
That's no way to talk. What'll it be? That's no way to treat a customer. Come here, try it like this. Pay attention, you'll feel better and the customers will be happier. Try this. What'll it be? Try that. Come on, we haven't got all night. Try it. What'll it be? Good, that was wonderful. Did anyone ever tell you you couldn't sing? Nice. Make me an Alaskan polar bear heater on a double. Come on. Did you say a polar bear heater? No, you said it. I said an Alaskan polar bear heater. I never heard of that. Until now. Until now. All right, pay attention. 2 shots of vodka. 2 shots of vodka. A little rum. A little rum. Some bitters. Some bitters. And a smidgen of vinegar. A smidgen of... Are you going to drink this here, or are you going to take it home and rub it on your chest? Hey, that was terrific. Hey, did you hear that, folks? A regular George Bernard Shaw. Good boy. And he did it all by himself. You did it all by yourself and nobody helped you. That's terrific. And with your very own big mouth. Now, if you don't want this cocktail shaker to become a part of your gums, mix the drink, shut your mouth, and pay attention. Is that clear? Repeat after me. I'll pay. I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention. All right, let's continue. A shot of vermouth. A shot of vermouth. A shot of gin. A little gin. A little brandy. A little brandy. Lemon peel. A lemon peel. Orange peel. Some orange peel. Cherry. Some more scotch. Some more scotch. Now, mix it nice, then pour it into a tall glass. Hey, I never tried one of these. Do you mind if I take a sip? Oh, go right ahead. Not bad.
Now the bartender is standing there with the shaker pouring that into a glass, but he's not moving. And then eventually he falls over.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I had a buddy of mine, Nate. Yeah, there he goes. I had a buddy of mine use that specific recipe and make that drink.
Oh.
He said it tasted like crap. So,
yeah, it's got enough booze in there to kill you.
Well, the vinegar? The vinegar in a drink? But because of that, Tim Gessner, you win the prize package, which we're trying to figure out what the hell it's going to be.
And God bless you.
What'll it be?
What'll it be?
Miley Cyrus donates to LGBTQ.org that targets children after elementary school bans a Rainbow Land song. Pop star Miley Cyrus, Happy Hippie Foundation, donated to an LGBTQ organization that specifically targets children in response to a Wisconsin... Boy, a lot going on there in Wisconsin, huh? School district banning the singer's Rainbow Land song in an elementary school. Hey, by the way, good for you doing the right thing there in Wisconsin. The Waukesha School District in Wisconsin prohibited first graders from singing Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton's 2017 collaboration Rainbow Land, citing a rule against controversial issues in the classroom, according to a report by Stereo Gwim. Cyrus's Happy Hippie Foundation responded to that decision by announcing it would donate to Pride and Less Prejudice, an organization that provides LGBTQ inclusive books to pre-K through third grade classrooms. That's a good age to indoctrinate, ain't it? To the inspiring first grade students at higher elementary, keep being you.
What in the hell is pride?
Yeah.
What is pride?
Well, pride is something that you have accomplished or you do well, maybe a skill, and you can be prideful.
Okay.
But pride for having different sorts of sex, because that's what this is. It's no more or no less. I prefer to have sex with a male. I'm a male. I prefer to have sex with a female. I'm a female. Why is there pride in that? I don't understand that whatsoever. I mean, do what you do. I think males are either born heterosexual or gay. I believe all females are born bisexual, pretty much. 4 to 6 tequila shots away. But men, if they can have sex with another man, they are 99.9% gay. Is that so difficult to wrap your arms around? I mean, that's a real easy concept. And by the way, when I first read this thing, I thought this was something new, but this was back in 2017. And I have no intention of playing the whole thing. When I first heard this, I was wondering who this gal is in the beginning. I assumed it was Dolly Parton. But here, just get ready to pause it. Here we go.
Hey, Molly. It's me. I'm in Nashville.
Okay, pause. When I heard her say that, I thought she said, hey, Molly.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right?
Yeah, that's the country way of Miley.
Yeah, I guess it's Dolly Parton saying, hey, Miley.
Oh.
And this is back in 2017, and so start from the beginning. Here we go. This is Dolly Parton.
my way to Dollywood. Busy.
Start from the beginning.
Hey,
Here we go.
Molly.
There we go.
It's me. I'm in Nashville. I'm on my way to Dollywood. Busy as you are. Can't get enough stuff to do, can we? But anyway, I'm excited about singing with you. So I'm just going to turn my CD player on with you singing. I'm going to put this on a cassette. Sing along with it. Then I'll run you off a CD later. Oh, I'm so hot, Tim. I got a flip phone, too. But anyhow.
I love Dolly Parton.
She's awesome.
I love it.
And,
I love her sister. I really love her sister.
She's hosting the CMT Awards tomorrow, or she's doing something.
Dolly is?
Tomorrow.
I love that. I love it. I'm only going to play a little bit of this. It's almost over, I promise. All right, enough. I can't take any more. By the way, the fact that the Waukesha School District in Wisconsin prohibited first graders from singing this song, I would think it has nothing to do with the content. It's simply a really crappy friggin' song. It's just it's a crappy song. Why? I mean, Rainbow Land, okay, fine. It's just a bad song.
It is.
How about Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Let's do a good song.
Yeah.
Something by, what's that band that I really like?
Theory of a Dead Man.
Anything by Theory of a Dead Man.
Oh, God, that would be great.
Any song by that. I have yet to hear a bad song from Theory of a Dead Man.
Yep.
I'll tell you,
they are so good. But
they are batting 1,000, let me tell you.
So that was Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton. Love you, Dolly. Miley, I don't know. Any way the wind blows. But, I think she's sort of a little junkie chick, but she's making a ton of money. Good for you. I like your daddy. Yeah, Mart?
My daughter was going to college up in Bellingham, Washington, and she was in the choir. And they had to pick a song. Everybody picked a song they were going to do in choir for this performance they did. So Jackie came up with, because she grew up with me, she goes, Kansas Wayward Son. And they went, what's that? Well, guess what? They took her choice, went with it, and it was the most beautiful rendition of that song. It was great, man. Old classic rock. It wasn't this rainbow crap. That's what I guess the point is. That's a bad song. Kansas Wayward Son is a good song.
Okay.
And 3, 2, back to 1.
That's great.
By the way, for those of you not in the film industry, that's what they say. They always say back to 1 if they're reshooting the scene.
Over and over and over.
But yeah, Kansas, Carry On Wayward Son, it's a good song.
And if you did it wonderfully, it was a great job. That's my point.
See,
do something good. Don't find
have pride. They had pride in it.
They had pride in the rendition of Carry On.
That's
right?
Prideful.
I hate all you guys, and I really hate the show.
Even though I think,
hold on, I got the shotgun.
Even though I think that "Carry On Wayward Son" is the most overplayed song of all time,
of course,
and "Dust in the Wind,"
but it still holds up.
No. But "Dust in the Wind" is a song I've never liked.
Oh, I never liked it either.
Never liked, and that was their biggest hit.
Well, the best rendition was when Will Ferrell sang it.
Well, of course. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
You're talking about Happy
old school.
Old school, yes, of course. Yeah.
Well, Will Ferrell. Yeah. See, that's the thing about us on this show. I don't care. Left, right, whatever, man. Funny is funny is funny is funny.
He's funny.
Yeah, and he is funny. I mean, he looks funny.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
He's just a guy that just simply looks funny.
No shame, no fear, just goes and does it.
Oh yeah, no, I love that guy. I love him.
Oh yeah, man.
And I'm really sorry that I even put you through 45 seconds of that Rainbow Land song.
Oh boy,
I'm gonna play it again.
It's really no, please never.
You really want to get fired, huh, Dave?
No.
My last day, I can do what I want.
I can do what I want. It's my last day. I'm walking.
Yeah. Okay. Let me set this up. When we return, I know it's a little early right now, but
Yes.
but I got to go to break here in a second. When we return, dig this: a private dinner party, clothing not allowed. The food. FUDE dinner experience gathers those who want to meet, eat, and drink only after leaving their clothes at the door, but it's a female thing. Right? It's a female thing.
I'm thinking sushi. They do that on their bodies. They put the grill on.
That's true. That's true. But that's not what this is. And that's what I thought this was at first blush. But no, it's not the sushi on the naked body bit. This is different. Okay. And when I tell you that when these 24 women get together, part of the night includes finger painting and talking about menstruation.
Yes.
While eating.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Guessing it's not Italian.
I will get to that in mere seconds. Plus, hold on. Oh yeah, Daym Drops, Daym Drops, big old black man who knows food, and I want to thank him when we return on Outlaw Radio.
I've gone to ground. I'm watching porn in my hotel dressing gown. And now I dream of you, but I still believe there's only enough for one in this lonely hotel suite. The journey's long, and I feel so bad.
a perfect union. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Laboratories. With over 200 research workers, academic staff, and PhD students worked around the clock 7 days a week for 9 years. And today, we deliver broadcasting from atomic scale components, 21st century technology, talk, stars, and subliminal messaging. Motivating, stimulating, mildly erotic, 24/7. Outlaw Radio.
Okay. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, my friendlies, to the Big Dog of Broad Chasing. Meant to say casting. You know I did. Go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube. And thank you for being there, listening to us on great radio stations throughout the universe, and especially the great state of Wisconsin. I will continue to be Magic Matt.
Matt, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing, man? I see you back there dancing with your hands in the air like you just don't...
Yeah, but those watching us on YouTube
you're not.
Didn't see that.
Oh.
Right.
No, Rumble.
That's my brother Mark. Private dinner party, clothing not allowed.
Another fail, Dave.
This is in the New York Times.
I suck today.
Tell me when I can get this story out, Mark.
I'll let you know. Hold on.
All right.
Now.
The food, which is FUDE dinner experience, gathers those who want to meet, eat, and drink, but only after leaving their clothes at the door. While 24 women took big, synchronized breaths, stretching their arms up and wobbled, one of the sheets covering the street-facing windows occasionally fell. Several of the women scurried over to tape it back up. This was necessary since everyone inside at a dinner earlier this month on the Lower East Side, well, last month now, was naked. Naked at this dinner. Naked. The food, FUDE dinner experience, hosted by the artist and model Charlie Ann Max, for $88, and after Ms. Max has approved the applications, guests come together to enjoy, according to the website, a liberating space that celebrates our most pure selves through plant-based cooking, art, nudity, and self-love. Only big lefties on the Lower East Side would want to express self-love.
And it was vegetarian.
This, of course,
I know, Mark.
Of course, it's vegetarian, and this is all about a bunch of broads with way too much money and too much time on their hands, getting together and getting naked.
How did Mark know it was vegetarian?
Plant-based.
Because I said plant-based.
Oh. Okay.
Put another way, it's a naked vegan dinner party with a bunch of strangers. That's what this is. Ms. Max started experimenting with naked events in 2020. She also hosts food breath work experiences, breathing with naked strangers, and food, FUDE, clay experiences, naked sculpting. The dinners were initially invite only, but she opened them up to people who had heard about them through Instagram. Boy, these are stupid people. They hear about this on Instagram and want to be a part of this. Yep. They want to be naked. They want to be naked. I wonder what these ladies look like. I mean, I can't imagine. They got to be snaggly wags. Yes. I can't imagine. But you never know, man. You never know. Lower East Side Manhattan, you never know. Every dinner she hosted sold out. She said she was soon inundated with inquiries from aspiring nude diners from around the world. Food is to help people pronounce it like food, not feud, and to honor Miss Max's German-Jewish heritage is perhaps an all-natural extension of a growing trend. A new crop of restaurant groups and Instagram pages sprung up to offer sociable dinners the opportunity to mix and mingle in New York City alone. There's a dinner party, a communal table, Brooklyn Spot, dinner with friends, an Instagram page that organizes dinners to meet new and old friends, Friend Collective, dinner parties for 4 to 8 of its members at a time. See, this is a funny thing. I am so diametrically opposed to this concept. I don't like to go out to dinner with certainly not couples. I mean, when I was together with Lori Downey Jr., our former producer here, and it would be a sort of a get together.
Yeah.
I would bow out, and Lori was not into it either.
It's a couple's date.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Why are we eating together? Why are we going to a movie together? Okay, the list goes on and on.
It's just stupid to me.
The draw of the naked dinner party is different for different people, Ms. Max said. Some want to feel more connected to their own bodies, while others want to make new, similarly uninhibited friends. How does that make you more connected? Anyone in this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar, please explain this to me. How being nude while eating, and God forbid you drop a piece of leaf in your lap because you know. Well, you just know when you, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't need. Then you got to pick it out of your teeth.
No,
so you did know. Yeah. Okay. It's
the vulnerability.
At the dinner earlier in March, guests undressed as soon as they arrived. There was no dressing room, just a closed rack and hangers to one side. The main dining hall was warmly lit and draped in sheets of cream and champagne-colored silk. Ms. Max said she makes her events look like Renaissance paintings because it feels very romantic. Each of the attendees, ages range from early 20s to late 50s, had approached the challenge of dressing for a naked event differently. Some wore a full party look, while others settled on sweatshirts and jeans. After stripping, guests floated around in different groups, introducing themselves and politely chatting about the weather. Almost all of them showed up alone, which Ms. Max said was typical. Yeah, I'd think that these people would be alone. Rosalina Villanueva, who's 41 years old, said she wanted to connect with her body, which changed after she gave birth to her first child last year. I'm assuming if you have a child, your body's going to change a little bit, but reconnecting. Anyone in this room, explain to me how this works.
I don't know.
Catherine Fraccaroli, nice Irish girl, she's only 21, had dutifully disrobed but kept her white socks on because it was comfy.
Well, that's kind of hot if she's hot.
Yeah. Well, if she's hot.
Kept the white socks on.
I need to see the toes.
Something tells me there is hair growing between them teeth. She hoped the dinner would help her be more socially confident. I'm definitely sometimes on the shy side. But you're willing to be naked with a bunch of diners you've never met.
Sure.
So something like this is really pushing me to open up, she said. Okay, 3, 2. Let's just let that rest. Stephanie Uribe, who is 35, said she'd just come back from doing coca, tobacco, and Temascal ceremonies in Nicaragua, and wanted to keep that energy going. I think nudity allows us to connect in a different way. She said to strip away what the patriarchy has put on us, like uber-sexuality or hypersexuality. Food, F-U-D-E, events are not exclusively for women, but in order for men to attend, what if you identify as a woman?
Right.
Listen.
That's your
I would take 2 weeks, get in shape, and identify as a woman, and then when, of course, they would not accept me as one of the beautiful diners, I would then make a huge stink about it. And the fact that someone's not doing this yet, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, get on board. I'm not in New York. If you're in New York, get on board.
Put your tuck thong on and go in there.
Yes. Talk to Lizzo. Lizzo sells them. Food events are not exclusively for women, but in order for men to attend, they need previous participants to vouch for them. All prospective guests must fill out a form explaining why they're interested. Well, that would be easy for me because I like to see naked women. I enjoy seeing naked women. And being a heterosexual male, I'm a huge fan of vagina. The form also asks about any dietary restrictions.
Oh, boy.
3, 2, give it a pause. And whether an applicant has been involved in any incidents that could be considered inappropriate or disrespectful during a nude or semi-nude event. I'd have to say no. All of those that I've attended, I've been a perfect gentleman. Ms. Max has to take people's word on the last bit. She accepts most applicants. Ms. Max started the food Instagram account in 2020, combining two great loves, cooking and nudity. But, by the way, Wonderhussy. She'd be there.
Yeah.
That YouTube phenom, our buddy Wonderhussy.
She'd
Man,
love this.
I gotta talk to Wonderhussy about this. Maybe next week. We'll talk to Wonderhussy about nude dining. It felt so good to be like whatever I'm hanging out with my best friends, literally hanging out with my best friends in my rawest form with my body, and this is not as scary or weird as I would expect, Miss Max said. It just felt so free. Empowered by this, she started experimenting more with nudity, going topless to certain bars, having parties, and greeting guests naked. Now she says she is naked whenever possible. There's a lifestyle I live on and offline, she said, during events and after everyone goes home. The first naked event she hosted was a paint yourself and show self-love by painting with menstrual blood.
Wow.
I just threw up.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Let me tell you what the hell. I'm going to say it again. These are a bunch of rich broads, way too much money, and absolutely no frickin' life. No life and too much time on their hands. They're the same ones that need something to fight against. They're big lefty dip S's. Gun to my head, I guarantee you're not going to find one person in that group that even leans 10% conservative.
No.
These are the ones that protest anything they can find because that is their life. Without a cause celeb, they have no life. This is theirs. Well, we can get naked and
name our corporation. Food, not FOOD.
No, it's FUD.
Yeah, stupid.
Well, see, Mart, you're showing your myopic self, and I think it's fine to be a little extravagant. But I will tell you that the one reason I would never attend is it's vegan.
Well, yeah.
It's vegan, and if you're vegan, I got no problem with you being a vegan, but I'm not a vegan. I like meat, and I like a lot of big-ass steaks, and I like a friggin' Chicago sandwich made with that, what do they call that thing, Steve? They call that famous Chicago sandwich. What? Italian beef sandwich. I want a big Italian beef sandwich. And by the way, if I attended this with a bunch of you naked broads, you're getting a big German sandwich.
Well,
a German beef sandwich.
Yeah.
All right? Okay.
We got that straight.
Well, yeah. I'm now 11 years old. What, Steve?
They might like sausage.
Oh, boy.
They might. Okay.
Steve.
I'm glad he wasn't on mic on that one.
I heard him.
But our buddy Wonderhussy has a great new video out now, Boulder Highway Casinos and Dive Bars, and it's sort of a trek on Boulder Highway, the old part of Las Vegas, old, new, but it's my favorite part of Las Vegas because they don't gouge you there, and you can still get that pretty damn good prime rib for like $12.
Yeah, used to be $3.
Yeah, I did, but you can get great deals there.
Yeah.
And she turned me on to this cool dive bar called the 4 Miles. So I sent her a little note, and she said, "Oh yeah, Matt, I think this is the dive bar of all dive bars. I will meet you there." So she didn't enter the place. But this is Wonderhussy. Always give her a look on YouTube. She's a good chick.
She's awesome.
And speaking of YouTube, Daym Drops, Daym Drops.
Yes, sir. I'm a big fan of this guy.
Okay, Mart. Several years ago, I was turned on to this guy by my own self because he's this big-ass, almost bald black guy who speaks the language of food, and I love him. And he lives in Connecticut. So, yes, he's the only black man in Connecticut. So that makes him stand out there. And he turned me on in his YouTube video to the greatest fried chicken of all time. And I thank you, Daym Drops, for that. He did a little A-B between Popeye's chicken and this company called Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Hello. 2 Ks. Crispy with a K, Crunchy with a K, also known as KKC. I did a little research. This has been it's a food chain that started in 1989 in Lafayette, Louisiana by Neil Onbane. And it has over 2,600 locations across 47 states in the U.S., Malaysia, and Mexico.
Not one in California.
But it's, yes, not far from here. I tried it. This is why I'm telling you about it.
Dave. Yes.
It's often associated with convenience stores and gas stations because that's where you find this crispy, crunchy chicken. I was so mesmerized by our friggin' buddy, Daym Drops, D-A-Y-M Drops, and loved the way he explained it and bit into this chicken and looked so good that I visited 2 days ago.
Nice.
It is as good, if not better, than he described crispy, crunchy chicken. And what they did is these are geniuses. They decided, well, if it's brick and mortar and we have to pay the rent and we have to do that, no. They did deals with convenience stores, but mainly gas stations.
Gas stations.
And several years ago, their annual sales, $155 million. And their business model mostly partners with owners of convenience and or grocery stores to sell its products and operators of crispy, crunchy chicken. They don't pay franchise or royalty fees. Instead, they pay Crispy Crunchy Chicken to distribute inventory, equipment, and graphics to their stores. These are smart guys. If you got a Crispy Crunchy near you, try it if you love fried chicken and it has a little Cajun spice. And moist and crunchy and delicious. Yeah. Thank you, our buddy, Daym Drops. We'll be this after back on Outlaw Radio.
Now we return to Outlaw Radio's Demons of Decadence.
Okay. Let's take a little peek in the rear view over the last 3 hours of Outlaw Radio. A couple things that you need to hear again, or in case you just tuned in, some things, some standouts, at least for me. First, when Joe, piece of crap, oh God, YouTube is going to ban me. So I'll just say Joe, piece of crap. All right? When he was supposed to address the Nashville shooting, as he's walking around in front of the press, looking like a total friggin' idiot, these are the words. Think about this. The Nashville shooting just happened. He's supposed to address the press. He's supposed to calm fears. He's supposed to make people feel better. But no, this is what this man, your president, does.
My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding?
No, I don't think you're kidding. I just think you're a senile old piece of crap. That's what I think.
I came down
That's what I
here
think.
for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with the poor people that lost their lives.
Yeah, and they're all laughing about it.
Due to the can we call her a transsexual? I don't know what you call these people these days, but it was a female who identified as a male who shot and killed 3 innocent people.
Transgender.
Transgender at a Christian. 6. 3 children, 3 adults. Not that adults don't matter, but my God, when kids have their entire life in front of them, and this monster takes them out. And I can't leave without playing this again. This is the great Kamala Harris, my friends, in Africa. And another one of her beautiful word salads. Ladies and gentlemen, here on Outlaw Radio, once again, you need to hear it again. I'm going to play this until you like it. Kamala Harris in Africa.
Very excited about the future of Africa. I'm very excited about the impact of the future of Africa on the rest of the world, including the United States of America.
There are a number of things on the issue of the economy as a whole that we must do. And a lot of that work is the work that I'm here to do on the continent.
And remember when AOC a few years ago spoke to climate? Shouldn't we be underwater by now?
Oh yeah, we should be dead.
New York, the old statue, that water should be way, way up there to the old torch by now. This is the extra stupid AOC.
Millennials and people and Gen Z and all these folks that come after us are looking up, and we're like, the world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change. And your biggest issue...
And the audience goes wild.
Your biggest issue is how are we going to pay for it? And, this is the war. This is our World War II.
Pause.
And
this is our World War II.
Yeah. We didn't already have that.
Yeah.
True.
Climate change.
But we already had World War II.
Yeah, of course.
Dummy.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't recognize the second one. She has
they've erased it, so she doesn't know. What is she, 16?
Right, yeah. And she hasn't dealt, but hell of a dancer on a rooftop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, she's hot. Let's see how much more of this AOC I can stomach. Go.
Let's do it.
And I think for younger people, we're looking at this and we're like, how are we saying let's take it easy when 3,000 Americans died last year? How are we saying let's take it easy when the nth person has just died from our cruel and unjust criminal justice system?
Pause. Okay, so they died because of climate change?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the criminal justice system.
Oh, the lies are pervasive when it comes to the left. If they didn't have 2 sides of their mouth, they could not speak. They lie to you. You know where we are. You know our state. And if you don't think our economy is in the S-hole, then you haven't been out trying to buy anything on the shelves of your local grocery store. And you can blame this on Booty Gauge, and, of course, our reprimander-in-chief. It's a sickness. I want to thank Tattoo Dave. Thank you for doing what you do. My brother Mart, our HR man Billy Dilly, Steve for sort of stopping by, and my buddy Mark C.G. Boyer, who remains the liberal that we've all grown to know and dislike. I will continue to be Magic Matt here on Outlaw Radio. Next week, we'll be back up on rumble.com. Until then, thank you for watching us on YouTube under Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio and great radio stations throughout the country.
What's up, what's up?
We're also on Twitter. Thank you for being there. It's been a toughie today. Didn't expect it. Things happen.
We got through it.
It's not the worst thing that could happen, my friends. Don't forget, Bumble. So you should have just let it go right then. And then I would have stopped talking right before they sang.
It's hard to get you to stop talking.
Wow.
See, timing is my thing. It's my thing.
I think Dave's taking control.
Oh, yeah. Bumblebees don't fly.
There you go.
Can't fly.
Sitting by the dance floor, checking it out, watching the man with the fast feet. You got the hippest threads in the bad boogaloo, a big old bag of tricks. Down to the nightclub, You can get what you want if you know how to find it to the nightclub. Ooh, we be slick, and all the people be bumping at Bump City. The joint be jumping at Bump City. To the nightclub. Well, if you got the dough, the liquor will flow to the nightclub. Turn on a drum, down to the nightclub.
I know the end is near, the television telling lies. I know for sure the revolution won't be televised. I know that we've been waiting patiently for better times. We fell asleep and men are blind, can't recognize it's genocide. Feel like the bomb about to drop out of the clouds. Another virus going airborne, go hide inside your house. Farmers watching crops die, they drying up with droughts. Angry people forming crowds and trying to burn the cities down. This is Armageddon, martial law for our protection. I talk to God, but it's long distance and I lost reception. Forest fires and oil spills are the awful lessons. I'm just waiting for the devil to take over heaven. This is biblical, I swear it's in the Bible. We keep killing one another and we dying for survival. We used to fight for peace, we put our flowers in their rifles. Now we're about to be extinct, every man, woman, and child.
It's the end of the world, I will do better next time. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know it. If it's the end of the world, I know that I have lived my life to the fullest. Yeah, the fullest. We stood on top of mountains. We've been to space before. We had our dogs and houses. We dug up dinosaurs. We built those bombs are dropping. We fought in all their wars. Now that the sky's falling, what did we do it for?
Feels like the end is near, our freedom's disappearing. People playing God, call it genetic engineering. Media misleading us and evil's interfering. While the government we need became the power that we're fearing. Our billionaires are going to space, don't blame them for leaving. Birds are falling out the air, fish washing up on our beaches. This is end times, humans got a deadline. Children are the future till we ruin them with headlines. Should be past their bedtime, but everyone's woke. They told us chase a dollar that made everyone broke. I feel like cryptocurrency is probably our last financial hope. Soon enough, the government will leave your bank account froze. Judgment day is coming, you can run or you can stand and fight. Panic in the dark or lead rebellions by the candlelight. This ain't your granddaddy's planet Earth, it's black and white. The end is coming, I'll see y'all in the afterlife.
The end of the world.